All right, this tutorial is all about pi. This is the symbol, it's a Greek symbol for pi, okay? So the definition, a good definition, is the ratio that describes the relationship between a circle's width and the distance all the way around it. All right, so just to refresh your memory, the diameter is the width of a circle. It goes from one side through the center to the other. The radius goes from the center to the outside and is always half the size of the diameter. And your circumference is the distance all the way around a circle. Think of that as your perimeter, okay? But because there are no straight edges, they gave it a fancy term, circumference. Now, pi, we know, is the value of 3.14. That is found by taking the circumference of any circle and dividing it by the diameter of that circle. Then you get pi. All right, so let's show this, okay? So I have a round spool of tape here. Okay, so I am going to try my best to measure across the diameter here. I'm using a piece of paper so I can mark it. Okay, so it's this distance across. I'm going to mark it as D for diameter. I'm going to set this aside for a second. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark where this piece of tape starts. Okay, I'm going to mark it all the way across best I can here. And now I'm going to pull off the circumference of this circle. Go all the way over here. Okay, look at that. I just pulled off the circumference of this spool of tape. Now, let me cut this as best as I can. Okay, so there's the circumference. All right, so let's see if I can prove pi is 3 and a little bit. So I'm going to take the diameter of that spool and I'm going to mark, there's 1, as close as I can, 2, 3, and a little bit. Okay, so this was, let me mark in that. This whole length is my circumference. From here to here, I have my diameter again, my diameter, and a little bit. So if I were to take my circumference and divide it by the diameter, I get 3 and a little bit. Okay, hope that helps.